Good morning, Ziggy. You getting up? Ziggy.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel, or our channel, Life with the Browns. My name's Paula and today what we're going to do is make Mike's Grans tomato sauce. He's got the recipe in here and we use what's called easy sauce here in Australia, which is like a sort of blend of vinegar and spices and that sort of thing. It's been discontinued, but anyway, there's a really great little recipe book in here and I bought quite a few when it was discontinued. So that I could make some of the stuff that's in this book. That book there. But also Mike, what he does when he gets a recipe that he likes, he used to cut it out and stick it in this book, and he's had this for years. And today we're going to be making Mike's Grans tomato sauce. Now it calls for 1 tin of tomatoes. 1 tin of A10 tomatoes. That's approximately 2.5 kilos of tomatoes. And I recently bought from a farmer's market here near Logan a big box of Roma tomatoes. And over the past couple of days we've been processing those, and I've got them in the fridge and just got some out now. And I've got a tomato press here which separates the seeds and skin from the pulp of the tomatoes. So I'm going to start with that first and then we'll see how many tomatoes we've got. But I reckon we've definitely got 2.5 kilos, if not more. So let's start with it. Now I've got all kinds of different tomatoes that we're going to use for this sauce. I've got some Roma tomatoes that I just mentioned earlier that we got from the market. And also I've got an array of different types of tomatoes that we've been growing in our garden. I can't even tell you what the difference is, but there's some little cherry tomatoes and there's some beefsteak tomatoes, that sort of thing. And I've just got a bowl of them that we stewed yesterday and broke down so that I can put them through the mill. And honestly, it smells like tomato sauce or something equally as good just on their own. So let's start with these. Oops. There's heaps of water coming out in that already. So if you can see, I'm squishing all the tomatoes down at the top here. This is the seed and the skin coming out into the bowl, and this is the pulp of the tomato coming out here. I might have to do it twice and get rid of all that water that's going in there. So we just rinsed off these tomatoes that were waiting in the fridge, and those have been processed. I'm going to put them through the mill now. Okay, what is going to be the easiest? Possibly some tongs. And these have all been done slowly in the roaster with a little bit of oil, and again smell absolutely delicious. Okay, I found something to put it into. These tomatoes are splatting everywhere. I have to give the kitchen a good clean afterwards. I'm gonna tip some of this watery liquid off without losing the tomato pulp. Okay, continue on. So what I've done, I had 3 bowls of tomatoes that I had roasted, and I put them through the mill once, and I've just put them through the mill again twice just to see what I can get. And I'll show you how much tomato we've got to work with for the sauce. So I've filled up this bowl here, and the reason it's all different colours is because I've used all different types of varieties of tomatoes, and putting it through the mill again gave me that amount of sauce from those tomatoes. And this is just all skin and seeds. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean all this up, just finish it off. There's only that little bit there in the top to go. Clean all this off, put them in the dishwasher, and then we'll get our station ready for making the sauce, Mike's Grans sauce. I'll be back in a minute. So here we've got all our stuff ready. We've cleaned up, I've put everything in the dishwasher. All the jars have been sterilised. We've got our tomato sauce. We've got ginger, easy sauce, 2 cans of apple that I canned earlier this year, 2 onions, some more sauce, the pan at the back, and some garlic. Okay, I'm going to cut the onions up and get them sweating in the pan at the back here, so I'll just pop that on. And I'll spray a bit of vegetable oil in there. Let's give these onions a quick rinse. Let's wash off the knife and then we'll get chopping. And let's get them in this pan to start sweating. I'm just going to let these onions sweat down a bit before adding the next ingredients, which is basically, oh, I forgot to put sugar up. Or was it sugar? Half a cup of sugar, I think, goes in this. I'll just check the book. Okay, so we've got the onions simmering. I've got 2 cans of apples, for 1/4 of a cup of salt, sugar, half a cup of easy sauce, garlic, and all these tomatoes. So I'm going to put the garlic in next. And goes the garlic. Then let's have a look. Ginger. Half a tablespoon of ground ginger. Half a tablespoon of ginger. Let's get the lid opener for the apples. Oh, good seals. Oh, my eyes are still burning from the onions. There we go. I'm just going to drain the juice off these. I don't think we need any extra liquid because we've got it all with the tomatoes. Wow, those onions started off okay, but wow, so strong. Okay, so we've got the garlic, the ginger, the onions and the apples in there. And then we need some sugar, 2 cups of sugar. Sugar just going everywhere. It would have been better just doing this. Come on. Oh, just short of 2 cups of sugar. I might be able to get a bit more out. Huh? Yeah. Go. Just clean this little mess up here. Okay, I'm going to let this sugar start to dissolve now. Whoa. My eyes are still burning, eh? Right. So now we need some salt and the tomatoes. Oh, and the easy sauce. How much easy sauce? Half a cup. And the easy sauce has like a top on it, like a little bottle of beer. So I'm just going to open it on the fridge. We've got a bottle opener there. There we go. Get the half pint cup out. Half. In that goes. And now for the star of the show. Da, da, da. The tomatoes. Smells a bit there. Just get this cleaned up and then I'll bring you over to show you what it looks like before we start cooking it down. And so we've got all our ingredients in one pot now, and I can tell you if we had smell-o-vision, this smells incredible already. So we'll bring you back when it's ready and ready to bottle up. So see you when we get. So while we're waiting for the sauce to reduce and to cook, which takes about half an hour, just to recap on the recipe for Mike's Grans tomato sauce, ketchup in other words. So I put 2 onions in because, no, missed an onion. 4 to 5 green apples, which I use some of my canned apples, half a tablespoon of ground ginger, 1/4 of a cup of salt, a pound of sugar, which is, I can't do the equation right now, half a cup of easy sauce, garlic, 1 tin of 10 tomatoes, but we use the ones we got from the fruit shop, and we're now waiting for it to start to simmer, and we're going to stir occasionally, and I'll bring you back when it's time for us to put it into the jars and process them. Okay, we're back now with the sauce is all ready, and I'm just heating this pot up at the back here. We're going to water bath the tomato sauce because it's a high acid product, so we don't need to pressure can it. So I've got some water heating up in this pot here. I've got some like a rack in the bottom of the pot so that the jars can sit on top of the rack and they're not immediately on the element underneath. So I'm going to get the jars out of the dishwasher. They're now clean and sterilised, and let's get them packed. I got my jars and my lids from Aussie Mason, which are also Aussie mushrooms. They're really good, reasonable price, and my jars, pint jars with a wide rim. Okay. Got my screw top lids, get my funnel, and a ladle, and in my little vinegar jar so that I can clean the lids down, and a clean paper towel. Oh. Okay. I need 8 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs. Okay, time to can. We just need to make sure we have a 1/2 inch headspace between the product, which is tomato sauce, and the top of the jar. I'm absolutely rubbish every time screwing the lids on. And it just needs to be fingertip tight. Probably get about 5 jars into the canner, so I'll have to do two rounds. So the cans are processing now, and it takes approximately 14 minutes once it starts to do a rolling boil. And altogether I got 11 pints exactly. And those are the others. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you next time.